thought love was something distant, something I could hold or lose, like a light I'd turn on later when I finally chose to choose. You were steady in the chaos, like a calm I didn't see, always standing in the doorway, waiting patiently for me. I was chasing empty moments, things that never felt like home, while the only place that mattered was the one I left alone. I didn't feel the warning in the quiet of your eyes. Sometimes truth arrives too softly to be heard before goodbye. This is too late realization, a lesson carved in pain. Now I feel the love you gave me, but I'll never feel it again. You were everything I needed, I was everything you lost. Now I'm living with the echo of a love that I misjudged. This is too late realization. Your voice still lives in voicemails from a life I didn't save. Every word a quiet reminder of the love I never gave. I remember how you looked at me like I was your whole world, but I treated something sacred like a story still unfurled. Now the nights feel like confession, and the silence feels too loud. I see everything so clearly now that you're not around. If I could turn the moments that I let just slip away, I would hold you like forever, never risking what we made. This is too late realization, a truth I can't undo. All the love you tried to show me, now I only feel from you. You were asking for a heartbeat, I was giving you delay. Now the time I thought I had is the time that slipped away. Did you cry when you stopped trying? Did it hurt to let me go? Did you hope I'd finally notice all the things I didn't show? If I stood before you now with the truth inside my chest, would it matter in the ending or just echo with regret? They say wisdom comes with losing, and I finally understand. But understanding doesn't heal what's no longer in your hands. This is too late realization, where love turns into loss. Every chance I never took is a line I've already crossed. You were more than just a moment, you were everything I need. But I learned it in the silence after you stopped choosing me. Maybe someday I'll forgive myself for the man I used to be, for the way I let love slip away without a fight from me. But tonight the truth is simple, as the quiet breaks my heart. Sometimes we only understand after everything falls apart. still hold your breathing, like you never really left. Curtains move in quiet rhythm, but there's nothing in my chest. Your shoes are gone from by the doorway, but the outline still remains. Like even dust remembers all the steps you couldn't stay. I thought silence would be peaceful after all the words we said, but the quiet has a heartbeat and it echoes in my head. You didn't slam the door behind you, you didn't raise your voice, but endings don't need violence to destroy what we once chose. Now the silence feels heavier than every word we spoke, like a weight inside my lungs every time I try to cope. You left without a thunder, without a final fight, but the quiet screams your absence every single night. Yeah, the silence feels heavier. Now you're gone. Your name still lights up on my phone in conversations past. I miss you from a better time that wasn't built to last. I hear you in the small things, like the way the kettle sings, or how the midnight settles on the emptiness it brings. I try to fill the spaces with distractions I could find, but silence isn't empty when you're still inside my mind. I thought I'd feel relief when the distance finally came, but space just made it clearer. I'm the one who's left in pain. Now the silence feels heavier than the love we couldn't save. Every second without you feels like digging my own grave. You walked away so gently, like we were just a phase, but the quiet tells the truth in 1,000 different ways. Yeah, the silence feels heavier every day. Did you feel it when it ended, the shift inside your soul? Or did leaving feel like freedom while I was losing control? I wish you would have shouted, given me a reason why, but soft goodbyes cut deeper when they don't even try. Now every night gets longer and every breath feels slow, 'cause the loudest kind of heartbreak is the one that doesn't show. Now the silence feels heavier than the world we used to hold. Every memory between us feels too fragile, feels too cold. You were once my only answer, now I'm asking where you are, but the quiet doesn't answer, it just breaks me in the dark. Yeah, the silence feels heavier in my heart. Maybe one day it'll soften, maybe time will make it light, but tonight it sits beside me like a shadow in the night. And the hardest part of losing you isn't what we used to be, it's the weight of all this silence still holding on to me. miss you in the big ways, not the midnight calls or reckless drives, not the way we used to fight and laugh like we were trying to feel alive. It's smaller now, quieter than I expected, like forgetting to lock the door, or setting two plates at the table without knowing what for. I thought missing you would be loud, like storms I couldn't outrun, but it's just this quiet repetition of everything we've done. I miss after you said goodbye, after the last take care, after you stopped trying. It's not the love that breaks me or the tears I let go, it's everything that comes after that hurts the most. I don't miss the way we argued, or the words we couldn't take back. I don't miss the distance growing like a slow invisible crack, but I miss the in-between moments that no one ever sees, like the way you'd say my name like it meant something to me. Now I walk past all our places like they belong to someone else, like I'm just a stranger visiting a life I couldn't help. It's funny how the ending isn't where the pain begins, it's in the quiet aftermath where everything sinks in. I miss after all the noise, after we stopped pretending, after we lost the choice. It's not the way you held me or the way we fell apart, it's everything that followed that's still inside my heart. Did you feel it too? That hollow kind of peace, like something ended gently but never really leaves. I keep expecting closure, like a line I'll finally cross, but endings don't feel like endings when you don't know what you lost. And now I understand why silence cuts so deep. It's not what we went through, it's what it doesn't keep. I miss after the life we didn't live, after all the love we never got to give. You're not here to miss anymore, but you're not really gone. You live inside the spaces where I'm trying to move on. Yeah, I miss after more than I missed you. It's strange how love doesn't end when goodbye is said. It just changes shape and waits, and everything that comes after. There was no sound when it ended, no breaking glass, no slammed doors, just the weight of something fading between us and anymore. You folded up your feelings like clothes you wouldn't wear, left them sitting in the silence like I was never there. I kept waiting for a moment, something loud enough to blame. But love doesn't always shatter, sometimes it just changes shape. You didn't say you stopped loving me, you just stopped saying it out loud. And somewhere in that quiet we both slowly backed down. Love left quietly, didn't ask to be saved, didn't leave a reason or a war to be blamed. Just slipped through the spaces we stopped trying to fill. Now the loudest part of losing you is how silent it feels. Yeah, love left quietly. Your side of the bed still colder, but I don't move to your side. Like touching where you used to be would make it harder to hide. I hear your name in small things, like songs we used to play. But even music sounds different now, like it knows you walked away. We used to talk in long nights about who we'd become. Now I talk to empty spaces, like you're still someone. We didn't break in anger, didn't fall in flames, just slowly lost the meaning behind each other's names. A love left quietly, without a trace of sound, no final words to hold on to, just something not around. We were fading in slow motion, but I didn't want to see that the moment you stopped choosing us was the moment you lost me. Did you feel it leaving before I understood? Did you already know we weren't doing any good? I would have fought for something if I knew it was at stake, but you let it drift to nothing while I thought we were okay. Now I'm standing in the silence, trying to understand how something once so certain could slip right through my hands. Love left quietly, but it took everything. All the dreams we carried, all the songs we used to sing. You didn't have to hurt me to tear my world apart, 'cause the softest kind of leaving leaves the loudest in the heart. Yeah, love left quietly, and maybe that's the hardest truth I'll ever have to feel. Not every ending breaks you loud, some just leave you still. Some just leave you still. I don't talk about you anymore, but you're still in everything I do. In the way I hesitate before I sleep, in the silence that replaced you. There's a ghost inside my routine, in the pauses between each breath. I didn't notice love was leaving till it left me with what's left. I thought time would blur the edges, turn your memory into light, but it carved you deeper in me every single night. No one tells you regret grows roots, it doesn't fade, it stays, it rewrites all your yesterdays. Regret feels permanent, like ink beneath my skin. Every moment I ignored you plays on loop again. I try to outgrow the memory, but it outlives every part. Now I carry what I lost like a permanent scar. I see you in reflections and strangers passing by, in every almost conversation. I don't have the strength to try. You were asking for forever, I was busy buying time. Didn't know I was destroying something rare, something mine. Now the world feels overstated, like everything's too loud. Cause the quiet in your absence is the only truth I found. If I could trade this clarity for ignorance again, I'd stay blind just to pretend. Regret feels permanent, doesn't wash away every chance I never took, still ask me to stay. I'm living in the aftermath of words I couldn't start. Now forever is the echo of a permanent heart. Of a permanent heart. I don't need forgiveness, I just need release. But regret doesn't loosen, it tightens its grip on me. I replay your last look, frame by frame, slow decay, trying to find the second I could have made you stay. But time doesn't negotiate and love won't reappear when all that's left between us is a truth I learned too late to hear. Regret feels permanent, like a shadow I can't lose. Every path I try to take leads me back to you. You were more than just a moment, more than just a part. Now I'm living every day with a permanent heart. With a permanent heart. Maybe I'll keep moving, maybe I'll pretend, but some feelings don't have endings. They just learn how to exist within. They just learn how to exist within. I still hear you in the hallway, though I know you're not around. Like your footsteps learn the silence better than they learned my sound. There's a shadow in the doorway where you used to stand and smile. Now it lingers just a moment, then it disappears a while. I don't cry the way I used to, tears feel heavier than before. Now the sadness comes in echoes from a life I can't restore. You never asked for perfect, you just wanted me to stay. But I gave you hesitation while you slowly slipped away. You were enough, more than I could see. You were the quiet kind of love that stayed too close to me. I let you fade while I held empty space I have is shaped like you were here. Your voice still lives in soft things, like the wind against my skin, like the hush before the morning, where your warmth had always been. I remember how you waited, like I'd finally understand, but I kept my heart half closed while you gave me both your hands. Now the nights don't feel like darkness, they just feel like missing you, like a dream I can't wake up from, or a truth I can't undo. If I could hold a moment before you turned away, I would finally choose you in every single way. You were enough, even at your worst, but I kept searching for something more and made everything hurt. Now I see what I couldn't before. You were everything I needed, I just didn't know what for. Did you feel me letting go before I even knew? Did you break in quiet pieces while I was breaking you? I would trade this understanding for another chance to stay, but time doesn't hear regret when it's whispered far too late. Now your absence sings a lullaby that I can't escape, a gentle kind of sorrow that never fades away. You were enough, you always were, not something I should question, not something I should blur. Now I'm left with what I couldn't see, that the love I kept resisting was the love that set me free. And the quiet keeps repeating what my heart refused to say. You were enough, I was just too late. I still hear you in the hallway. I wake up in the same regret, different day but nothing's left. Your name still echoes in my chest, like time forgot to let me rest. I see your face in passing light, I hear your voice in every night. I tell myself I'll be alright, but I repeat the same old lie. I didn't know, I didn't see what you were giving me. I didn't stop, I didn't stay. Now I replay the same mistake. Play pamphlets, now I understand. Too late, too late, too late. Same street I walk alone, same place we called our own, same silence in my phone, same feeling I can't outrun. I thought I had more time to learn, I thought love would always return, but every bridge I didn't burn still leads me back to what I heard. I let you fade, I let you go without the truth you should've known. I stayed the same, you changed your heart, and now I'm stuck where we fell apart. Inside my brain, now I understand. Too late, too late, too late. If I could break the loop tonight, if I could make one moment right, would you still be by my side, or gone beyond my reach in time? I keep reliving your goodbye, like I never said goodbye, like you're still somewhere inside this endless rewind. Round and round it goes again, memory becomes my end. I don't move, I just pretend this loop will somehow break or bend. Still lost, and I'm still here, understanding. I walk through all the memories like someone else's life. Everything feels clearer now, but clarity comes after goodbye. You had her right beside you, you just didn't try. I thought I had time to notice, thought love would always stay. I never saw the distance growing in your face. You saw it, you just looked away. Was I scared of something real, or just too proud to feel truth was right in front of me? But I chose not to see. I stayed blind while you were losing faith. You were calling out my name. I was drifting away. You heard her, but you never changed. I stayed blind to the love you gave. Now the light is all I see, but it's far too late. I stayed blind, and now I'm the one who breaks. Your voice still lives in quiet rooms, like something left behind. Every word I didn't say still echoes in my mind. You knew she needed more from you, but you chose time. I remember how you looked at me like I was your whole world. Now I'm just a stranger to the life we almost built. You had everything and still let go. I thought I'd understand someday, but someday came too late. Now I see what I ignored, but I can't undo the fate. I stayed blind while you were breaking down. You were holding on to us. I was nowhere to be found. She waited, you let her drown. I stayed blind to the truth you showed. Now I'm left in the dark with a heart I barely know. I stayed blind, and now I walk alone. Why didn't I fight for you? Why didn't you care? Why didn't I see the signs? They were always there. I would change it if I could, but you didn't when you should. Now I'm left with understanding. Now I'm left with regret. Some truths don't come in time, they arrive after you forget. I stayed blind to the love you were. Now every memory feels like it hurts. You had light, you chose the dark. I stayed blind, now I finally see. You were everything I refused to be. I stayed blind. I stayed blind. Now I see. Too late. I stayed blind. I hear your laugh in empty rooms. I feel your touch in the cold. Even though you've gone away, your memory won't let go. The clock ticks in slow motion. Every second drags me back to a night I can't undo, to a love I failed to grasp. I tell myself to breathe, I tell myself to leave, but every echo finds me places I still grieve. Echoes won't leave, they follow me home. They hide in the silence where I am alone. Every word I didn't say, every time I let you down, plays like a record spinning round and round. Yeah, the echoes won't leave, they never let me sleep. I see your face in the reflections of windows I pass by. I feel your absence pressing like a tear I cannot cry. Even songs we once loved sound like ghosts of the past. Every note reminds me nothing good ever lasts. I try to hide from memory, I try to close my eyes, but even in the darkness, your shadow never dies. Echoes won't leave, they linger in my mind. They haunt my quiet moments, they don't care about time. Every laugh I once cherished turns to whispers in the dark. Every love I let slip away leaves a permanent mark. Yeah, the echoes won't leave, they're stitched into my heart. Do you remember me? Or am I just a ghost in your memory? I keep calling to a silence that never answers me. I can't run, I can't hide, the echoes find me anyway. Like a tide that won't retreat, like the night that swallows day. Every step I take, every breath I make, pulls me back to where I lost the only thing I thought would stay. Echoes won't leave, they live in my veins. They whisper of love and all of the pain. I try to forget you, I try to move on, but echoes of you are never really gone. Yeah, the echoes won't leave, they will always be. Sound of a heart you abandoned in me. Whispers in the hall, footsteps in the dark. The echoes won't leave, the echoes won't leave. I reach for you in the darkness, but your hand is not there. Every shadow feels colder, every whisper disappears in air. I held on to fleeting moments, thinking they'd last forever. But love is a fragile echo, and mine has left me never. I thought I could fight, I thought I could stay, but the harder I held on, the more you slipped away. tears left to cry, no chances left to take. Every memory a scar, every heartbeat a plea, and the only thing that lingers is the echo of you leaving me. I see a shadow in the rain, I hear your laughter in the wind. Every corner of my heart holds the space you thinned. I whispered stay 1,000 times, but the night swallowed my plea. And all the love I never showed is a ghost inside of me. I fought with hope, I fought with fear, I held the past too near, but even all my prayers tonight couldn't make you reappear. This is the final silence, no more bridges to burn, no more pages left, no more lessons to learn. Every heartbeat a requiem, every breath a crime, and the love that once saved me is gone beyond my time. I would have given everything to hold you in my arms again, to feel the warmth you gave me, to erase all this pain. But the night is unrelenting, and the world keeps spinning on. Your absence is eternal, even though you're gone. All the what ifs, all the should have been, all the broken pieces of a love unseen. I scream in silence, I fall in stillness, I touch the emptiness of your final distance. This is the final silence, no echo left to haunt, no light left to follow, no love left to want. Every memory fades, every tear finally dries, and the only thing remaining is the truth I can't disguise. The final silence, the final goodbye. I release you, and I